Hello guys and welcome back to the Traitors US, and today we are going to be talking about episode 8. We are now 2 episodes away from the finale, which is absolutely crazy, and I gotta say I'm absolutely thoroughly enjoying this series. It's had highs, it's had lows, but I think the overwhelming feeling of I've really enjoyed it comes out of most of the episodes, which is really good. Every single episode has some really dramatic moments, and it has like a sense of wow, they've got to these traitors have got to really fuck up because otherwise they're gonna win. And I think this is the first time that they're gonna win and it hasn't been like a complete and utter mockery of the game. Australia too. But yeah, on the whole, I think it's a really good series, and yeah, let's get into the episode. So guys, as you know, yesterday we managed to hit 600 subscribers, which is a crazy milestone. So now we're on the road to 700. You guys got me to 500, you got me to 600. Now let's get to 700. If you're liking what you're watching, make sure you subscribe. If you don't, still subscribe. Just show me the support. Come on guys, please. But yeah, on the whole, really good. I've also managed to get tickets, or I say tickets, I've managed to get general tickets to the Celebrity Big Brother launch show, which means I will be there in person, potentially on TV, watching the celebrities as they go into the house. Obviously I've got to get in first, but fingers crossed I will. So if you guys enjoy Celebrity Big Brother content, that is coming your way starting March 5th. So yeah, without much further ado, let's get on with the video. So, interestingly, there was no choice of recruitment or murder. It was just you have to recruit someone. I thought that was an interesting choice from the sort of the team that was behind, like the production team, because it kind of puts them in a weird position of forcing them to recruit. They went through the list of people that they thought might be good recruitments. I think personally, it's tough because I don't think I would have recruited anyone at this stage of the game. I think Christian and Sari are doing such a fabulous job on their own that they don't need somebody else there. Somebody else just complicates matters further. But they did decide on Ari, and I think out of all of the faithfuls left, Ari is the one that would say yes. I think another smart decision would be potentially to pick Kate and use her still as a shield, so that if she gets voted off, then it's like, oh, she's a traitor, yay, we were right all along, kind of thing. But yeah, it would be interesting if they had made Kate a traitor, but they have made Ari a traitor, and he did accept. There was a lot of arming and ahhing, like, oh, should I not? Yes, it's pretty much like unspoken that if you reject the traitor's request, you're going to die the next night, because like, what is the point of you? Do you know what I mean? You've been proven faithful, kind of. So it's an interesting one. It is a really typical or tricky situation to be in, but I think Ari made the right choice, and now his game can really get going, and I'm kind of excited to see what he brings to the table. Next morning at breakfast, Kate walked in. She said, I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed to still be here. She had so many hilarious lines in this episode that genuinely had me howling. Like, I actually couldn't tell you how funny they were, because like each one had me howling, and then by the time like I was going to write it down, something else was happening, and I was like, brain overload, I can't write everything down. She did just have some brilliant moments. There was a moment where Rachel walked in and Rachel went, oh, have you managed to clean your cape last night? And Kate was like, nah, I just leave all the blood of my victims on there, like I'm collecting trinkets from them. She really knows how to play into the sort of ludicrousy of the situation, the fact that her and Rachel are having an all-out war trying to like fight with each other. It is absolutely hysterical, and I'm really enjoying it. Now we've got to talk about Christian, and the fact that Christian's now playing a very treacherous, dangerous game. He started by talking to Kate and being like, oh, do you think Sari and Ari might be dead? And I was like, why have you just named your two traitors and questioned whether they're dead? Because now that they're walking through the door, it's going to look a little bit weird. Like, it just feels really weird that you're mentioning your two traitors. Do you know what I mean? Is that not weird? Is that not odd? And then when nobody had died, also Stephanie, fantastic hair today. Really, really loved your hair. Like it was actually incredible. But oh, Kate also had really, really nice hair, to be fair. My point being is that Christian stood up and went, guys, I've got something to tell you all. Last night, the traitors tried to recruit me. And I was sat there like, huh, okay. Okay, this is an interesting strategy. Let's see where this goes. And he was like, yeah, I'm in I was like, should I join the traitors? Should I not? But ultimately, I didn't want to betray you guys, so like I decided not to accept it. And I was like, okay. This could be a fantastic play, or it could be a horrific play that's going to really, really backfire on him, because not many people were suspicious of Christian, and now he's kind of planted that seed in everyone's brain, and I don't know whether this is going to work out in his favor. It it's a dangerous one. It's a dangerous one. Like at the end of the breakfast, Rachel was like, not Rachel. Well, Rachel and Stephanie actually were both like, maybe, maybe he is a traitor now, and he just said that to sort of take the heat off of him. Hmm, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? So now we move on to some suspicions. Ari is now realizing that Rachel is definitely a threat because she's starting to work out the fact that Christian is a traitor. Quentin believes that Kate and Rachel are both traitors, and the fact that they're arguing with each other really sort of highlights the fact that they are traitors, and they're trying to make it seem like they're both innocent by bickering with each other, which is an interesting one. And then Sari went to go warn Rachel about the fact that Quentin is trying to sort of poison Andy's mind about Rachel, and then Rachel was like, yo, Andy, why are you turning on me? What's going on here? I thought we were buds. What's going on? Honestly, people are getting paranoid, people are getting suspicious, people are just not having a good time. Okay, guys, on to the mission, and today's mission was the Hunting Lodge escape room. I remember it being a lot more complicated in the UK version, but apparently all they had to do was just count some mice and put their head in some hellholes, and they had like 25 minutes to do it. I was like, okay, that's so much time. What the fuck? Oh my days. Fortunately, they had that time because they really, really struggled with it. Kate and Sari and Rachel and Andy were just getting bugs dumped on them. Absolutely dumped on them. And it was like so uncomfortable to watch because Kate and Sari were just screaming the entire time. And like this is something that I didn't realize is I thought Survivor there was like an element of bugs, like bug challenges, I guess, like I'm a Celebrity but for civilians kind of thing. But apparently, like Sari was like, yeah, I never had to deal with any of this on Survivor, and I was like, crazy. That's actually crazy. But yeah, Kate was actually doing really, really well. She showed up to that mission. She really, really did excellently. She got them all out. And then she also, they didn't even have the combination for the lock that got them out of the room. She just got lucky with it. She was just trying numbers and she just got lucky. They didn't even count the mice properly and she got out of the room. That was how determined she was to get out of that fucking room, and it was so funny to watch. On the other side, Rachel was absolutely bossing it whilst Andy was kind of very, very scared, which I appreciated was not the best time for them. And Rachel absolutely smashed the challenge, I thought. She got them out in time, and yeah, good on Rachel. When I tell you they just made it, it was like in the last minute they made it out, both teams. So the team that won sort of the trip to the armory was Rachel, Ari, Andy, and Steph. But it turns out that Ari was actually the one that got the shield for the third time in a row. The third time in a row. Has that ever happened before? on a Traitor series? Surely not. I know that in US2, Simone had it twice in a row, which was already like, wow. But like the fact that 3 times in a row, that's absolutely crazy and wild and wow. Just wow, honestly. We have some suspicions before we head into the round table, and Steph is wondering whether Christian could have been a traitor all along and is using this as a way to make himself seem less guilty. Oh, Christian. Oh, Christian, you didn't have to say anything. Because Andy's like, oh, I know it's not Sari. I know it's not Ari. So, like, it must be Kate, Rachel, and Christian then. Oh, yeah. Christian, I feel like, is really, really fucked up here. It's so difficult because um I really wanted like Christian to make it far because I felt like he was playing a really good game. He played a shit game at the start, then he started to get a little bit better at the game, and then he's just made this mistake by announcing the fact that there was a recruitment attempt, and it's just I feel like it's just fucked his game up a little bit, like really badly. Oh, bless him. Bless him so much. But we are moving on to the round table. Kate started the round table by just being like, I'm voting for you, Rachel. And Rachel went, I'm voting for you, Kate. And then Kate was like, I feel like people feel like you are a traitor because you treat this like a game and not like the sort of social experiment that it is. It's like you treat it very much like a game. You can separate your feelings, and that is something that I feel like a traitor would have to do. And Rachel was like, listen, I do that because like it makes the game bearable. She talked like I'll talk a little bit about more to do with Rachel's response a little bit later because she explains it very, very well. But Kate was also like, you voted Cody out, and it would be a good play for a traitor to vote out another traitor and expose them to make themselves look more innocent. And then Steph was like, well, but why would they do that so early in the game? Like, and I was like, early in the game? What are you on about? They'd already banished like 6 people. It's happened far earlier, Steph. It's happened in episode 4. It's happened in episode 3. So like episode 7, I said is the latest I've seen that happen. And even then, the traitors didn't actively get rid of them. It was kind of like the traitors just joined the bandwagon. So honestly, yeah, it was a bit of a weak defense from Steph about the fact that why would they do that. I hate when people question why would they do that because it's a legitimate gameplay strategy. Why wouldn't they do that is a better question. Like, yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But we move on. Andy was questioning whether they were being played. And I think it's a very, very interesting dilemma to be in because especially when you're not used to these games, it can sometimes be hard to separate sort of the game from your own emotional feelings. Most of the people, well, some of the people around that table, Suri for one, um, I don't know about Ari, but definitely Rachel, and to an extent, I think Cody, and even to an extent, Stephanie. They are all used to playing games where personal connections have to come after the game. They have to play the game they're playing to win, and they're used to that. Whereas I don't feel like Andy is. Andy's very used to connecting with people on an emotional level and then voting them out based on how they feel about them, which isn't necessarily the way to play this game because now Andy's starting to question Rachel, are you a traitor? And Ari was actually the one that helped her word it. Ari was like, I feel like Andy's trying to say that they have feelings for the game, and they come one in one. They're not able to separate them like you. And then that was when Rachel realised, fuck, this is a blind side. Rah, everyone's coming to vote me out. Oh no. Damn. And then when Rachel was like, yo, Sari, I'm a faithful, I'm a faithful. And Sari was like, but Rachel, we have to question everything because I know for a fact that if I was in your position, you would be questioning me. And then Rachel was like, fuck, no. Like, Rachel's not been someone that, like, I've enjoyed 100% this series. Like, there's been moments where I've been like, oh, you're a bit annoying. But, like, on the whole, I have enjoyed her, and the way she was treated at this round table, based off of fucking nothing, but just like how she plays the game, literally based on nothing but how she plays the game, was tough to watch because I felt she deserved better than that. Personally, I thought she deserved better than that. And yeah, it wasn't fun to watch in the slightest because then she's like, guys, we know Kate is a traitor. She's not, bless her, Rachel, but equally Kate's sure that you're a traitor and you're not, so it is what it is. So she kind of did resign herself to banishment, and God, it was an uncomfortable watch. It was like, I think we've seen people who are upset and angry, but like, I don't think we've ever seen it on this level because, like, I feel like Rachel's proved herself to be faithful like one too many times, and the fact that everyone then voted her as a traitor was a bit crazy. Wait, did I say faithful or traitor earlier? I can't remember. She proved herself to be a faithful, I thought. So we come to voting time. Voting time was Ari voted for Rachel, Christian voted for Rachel, Steph voted for Kate, Rachel voted for Kate, Quentin voted for Rachel, Sari voted for Rachel, Kate voted for Rachel, Andy voted for Rachel. I personally felt there was a lot of animosity from Rachel, and it made it harder to give those votes to her because every single time they said Rachel, she had something to say back, and it was like, oh, it's just driving the knife in a little bit deeper. It's like when Kate was like, everyone was like, oh, I'm really sorry. Then Quentin was like, actually, I'm not sorry for voting you. And Rachel went, that's because you're a traitor. And he went, yeah, sure. Then Sari was like, oh, I've gone for Rachel. And she was, and that was when Rachel started crying. She was like, you know it's not me. You know it's not me. I really, do you know what? Do you know what? I thought I really wanted Sari to vote someone else just because this is exactly the mistake that Amanda made in UK season 1, in the fact that everyone started turning on Theo, and Amanda was like Theo's closest like person, I guess, there. And then Amanda voted for Theo to go, and then everyone went, what? That's odd. And then Amanda got voted out in the next round table. So I really wanted Sari to vote like with Rachel, maybe for Kate or maybe for someone else. Just throw a suspicion out there. Just be like, I'm throwing away my vote because I don't want to be a part of this Rachel vote. So yeah, I feel like that would have been an interesting move for her, but I don't think anyone's picked up on the fact that because everyone voted for her. Like, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. And then Kate's one was the most interesting because she went, if I'm right, yippee. If I'm wrong, I'm okay with that because I find you. What was it? The word that was she used the word like I find you uncomfortable to be around. I find you like just ugh. I thought, rah, Kate, you are honest, and you've got to appreciate that because not many people are in this world. I think that's another point of like she's so faithful because she just says it how it is. She doesn't hold back. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, but unfortunately, Rachel had to go. Bye bye, Rachel. We'll miss you. And honestly, you called them morons. You called them idiots. What more can you do? You were faithful, and you proved you were faithful. So yeah, good job. But before I finish the episode, interesting things are developing. Kate and Ari were talking to Andy and going, has to be Christian. And then Steph was bringing up Christian with Quentin. And then Kate came to sit with Sari and was like, wait, what if Christian was a traitor from the beginning? And then Sari was like, well, then why would he mention the recruitment? And then Kate was like, what if he's using it? to make himself seem faithful. And Suri was like, oh my God, you're right. Next episode, Christian's going home. Christian's getting outed around that round table, and okay. Right. Let me tell you what I want to happen. Christian is going to sit around that round table, or sit around the Traitors Tower and go, I want to get rid of Steph. Suri's going to go, no, it's not in your best interest to get rid of Steph. Your best interest is to get rid of, I don't even know who the fuck's left. I don't even know. Maybe they will get rid of Steph then. But like, I feel like she needs to keep Steph around so that she can lead the charge on Christian, and then all Suri has to do is just back her a little bit. Yeah, an interesting one. I'm excited to see what happens in the next couple of episodes. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. We've hit 600 subscribers. Next milestone is 700, and we can get there. Maybe not by the end of Feb, but definitely by the end of March. Maybe the middle of March. I'm not setting dates on it, but end of March, definitely. Okay, so without much further ado, thank you guys very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Keep on ranting. Bye now.